So, Vinny, how come you're playing Metroid Prime 2, but there's no Metroid Prime 1 stream on your Vinesauce channel? Well, it's funny you should say that. I streamed Metroid Prime 1 before Vinesauce was a thing, like 5 years ago or more. And, I've played through Prime 1 many times. Love it. It's got a couple problems, but overall, one of my favorite games of the series. Prime 2, I remember really liking, but I've only ever played it once. And in preparation for Prime 4, which we're hopefully going to learn more about at E3, here's Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. A little bit of a black sheep of the family in some ways. No less so than Metroid Prime 3. This game is very good. And I know some people were saying that this is going to lock up. I want you to see the increased resolution and everything. But I don't think we're going to get any lockups because what's his name? Tech Jar, I believe, helped me out, and so did Nary. And it looks like we have a stable thing here. We may have stability. Tech Jar played through the whole game and found the best settings for me. So, maybe not for me specifically, but in general. And I haven't played a Prime game in like 5 years, so I've been just craving some Prime. And this one's got some good puzzle, and it's just a great game. I mean, I know this is, again, people give it a little bit of shit, but I like it. So the planet, you know, you gotta go in there and you gotta do the stuff. Yeah, we're a little extra wide at the moment, but don't worry, that's gonna straighten itself out. The planet is in crisis, and you have to, as Samus Aran, you must save. So I'm running this at 720p. I'm using a GameCube controller, and that's all you need to know. You're gonna see a little bit of stuttering from time to time, for apparently very, very, very minor. But, it should be, like, once the game gets going, it should be good. So hopefully this won't be like the Sunshine stream, where I had to do a part 0. Man, this suit looks so good. Retro did such a fucking good job with Samus. Let me know if the volume's good. But, it's a bit low. Okay. Hang on, I have to do something here. It seems like volume is on 100%. I don't know how to increase it any further. I have it up all the way. Yeah, it is low, though. Hunter class gunship, vessel registered to Samus Aran. Your ship has been damaged, auto repair function initiated. You can return to your ship to recharge energy, reload weapons, and save progress. Object scan complete. Statue houses a power grid, motivator unit, and an energy projection array. All systems are offline due to age or structural damage. So green means you already have the scan. Statue's motivator unit is functional but requires power to operate. The power beam can't energize the statue. Seek an alternate energy source. So here's the invisible tutorial. This game, for those who've never played Metroid Prime, do not loot the planet. Let's start with that. But if you've never played a Metroid Prime game, controls are more Zelda than they are typical first-person shooter. So you lock on with L. Durable plant form adapted to low-light environment. The presence of a plant container suggests that it was placed here for decoration, possibly by local sentients. I love the lore of these games. Retro did a really great job at world building, which makes me a little nervous about whoever's developing Prime 4. I hope they can match this kind of stuff. No, you don't use the right stick to change your aim at all, actually. The right stick is for weapon changing. They're a little rough, but the game is the game is specifically designed around the limitations, and it's more like Zelda. So you lock on and then you strafe. And I'm not doing the Wii version. Okay, unable to interface with door control system, cannot translate alien text. To access door controls, you will need to update your translator files. Ball. Hey Nary, if you're watching, is there a reason this game is extra low? Like, I have it up in my mixer and in the settings. Heavy Galactic Federation crate. These storage units are durable. Only heavy weapons and explosives can damage them. Device is part of a ventilation system converted to dispense. Pesticide system is still active. Pesticide supply at 13% and dropping. Good old pesticides. Terminated BIOS form scan complete. Codex genome match splinter. Source of termination. Inhalation of industrial grade pesticide. Toxic elements still present in local atmosphere. Maintain suit lockdown for effective life support. It's gonna be very scan heavy in the beginning. Object is composed of nutrient-grade biomatter protected by thick exobarrier and tensile webbing, possible source of nourishment for local bioforms. Is there, separate volume mixer for this? Let me double check. Nope, I don't see anything. Weird. Okay, Galactic Federation crate. These storage units are known for their complex lock systems. Destroy them to discover their contents. They're locked in a complex manner. It turns out all you gotta do is shoot them and then you get what's in them. Prime games are mixed unintentionally low. Okay. New research entry. There's a gate system. It's armored. That's all you need to know, chat. It resists explosives, so we use the scan visor here. Destroy locks to activate the gate. Gate will remain open once activated. These games did such a good job at making you feel like you were in the world, making you feel like you were Samus. Between the visor effects, the just the way the arm cannon looks. Everything about these games was very masterfully created. And the thing about it is, it runs at 60 frames a second and still kind of holds up. This game is murkier than Prime 1, but visually it's a little bit better, I'd say. And Prime 3 is probably the best visually. It was on the Wii, but the game itself is extremely... well, it's a little bit more hit or miss for some people. Terminated bioform scan complete. Splinter again. Well, hang on a minute. It says here, bioscan indicates creature was hit by an unusual amount of weapon fire, more than necessary to kill it. Marines are not prone to such overkill. this is a converted cargo pod. I loved Prime 3, but I feel like Prime 3 is the one I remember the least. This gate was once part of a starship cargo bay. It has been modified for security purposes. It will move when a nearby panel is scanned. Didn't this game come out around the same time as Halo 2? Which was a bit... It's a bit damning for it, same year. That couldn't have helped sales. There's something very arcadey about the combat in the Prime games too, so... Yeah, I tend to appreciate them as their own thing and not like first-person shooter game. I appreciate them as just 3D Metroid, really. Ventilation system conversion complete. Dispensing of pesticide has commenced. Pesticide is proving effective. It is proving effective. Hostile forces decreasing in number, though still at critical levels. Security gate report. All gates remain intact. Several gates have taken considerable damage from hostile forces. Repeated assaults may lead to a gate breach in chambers A and C. I played Hunters, yeah. Communication system offline analysis indicates wiring damage in 3 crucial areas. Local hostiles are a likely source of damage. Unable to repair system. It's very, very story heavy early on, but this is all optional shit anyway. 3 troopers lost. They were unable to open Gate A1 when a gas trap was engaged and could not escape to safety. Lock malfunction is to blame. Interface. No, Hunters was okay too. I liked the multiplayer in Hunters. The single player was repetitive, but it was still serviceable. It was a more action-based Prime. So here's this 3D map. When Prime 1 came out, for those that don't have the context, this was an extremely innovative thing that was highly praised in reviews and so forth. Okay, so that stuttering was not present in the original. So that's the price for 720p graphic and me being able to play this easily. But from what I am aware of, it won't affect the game and it should even itself out, hopefully. I could bump it up to 1080, but I stream at 720, so... Terminated bioform scan complete. Codex genome match. Standard human. Scans indicate this trooper died of cardiac arrest. Chemical levels in body suggest a state of extreme fear. At time of death, no shit. Deanna Troy over here. Terminated bioform scan complete. Human. Source of fatal wounds. Galactic Federation assault weapon. Trooper was, in all likelihood, killed by friendly fire. Whether it was an accident or not remains to be seen. So up until Federation Force came out, we didn't see or hear too much about the Federation. So this was like one of our first exposures to them. And the lore of Metroid was pretty... Prime 3 had a lot too, yeah, but... You know, then Other M we don't talk about, but... You know, this was the one that we got the most lore about the Federation, and then, you know, then Nintendo was like, hey, Federation Force is coming out, and they're little chibis, and everyone was pissed. Galactic Federation Marine Corps. Something Bennett. Data transferred to your logbook for further review. Something wrong with the lock systems in this section. They failed twice, locking us out. until someone came along to let us in. If it happens again while we're playing bait for those things, well, at least we'll go out fighting instead of hiding in the control area. So, the logbook and the scanning was expanded in Prime 2 pretty considerably. This is Reeves. I don't like this plan. The Hive is a small portion of a larger network. There may be dozens of Hive systems like this across the planet. They may all be linked. Destroying this one may buy us time, but it may also provoke the other Hives into attacking. Trooper's armor computer heavily damaged, unable to recover log entries. Unknown bioform, 0 life signs. Scans indicate target was recently terminated. 242 wounds from Trooper high-energy weapons detected. Again, I guess Troopers are known for overkill. Security breach multiple areas, all units to full alert. Command and control center compromised. Repel invading hostiles at all costs. All units cleared to engage. Enemy movement analysis complete. Attempts to block enemy access have been in vain. Enemy units have bypassed our gates and shields by burrowing through the earth nearby. I liked the extra bounty hunters, the other bounty hunters in Prime 3. And if I could see anything in Prime 4, it would be less Federation and more strange bounty hunter fellas. And more of that guy who's like, remember me? Oh, Silex. Yeah, Silex was cool. Targets were terminated by a variety of trooper weapons, unknown biochemical residue present on several exoskeletons. Further research recommended.
Recording to logbook.
Bomb slot. Oh, that's me. Insert morph ball. Engineering status log, D-Seng reporting. I've installed one of the ship's reserve power cells here. It's holding so far, but too much activity could knock it offline. I hope we don't come to that. Corpse pile. Splinter. Source of termination, blunt trauma to critical areas. Evidence suggests these bioforms were eliminated in close combat by unarmed troopers. I'm scanning a lot now, but just knowing myself, I'm not going to end up scanning every single thing in this game. So if I miss something, please don't have a cow, man. Like Borg Simpson. Don't have that cow, please. New creatures. Dark Trooper, deceased GF soldier. Bioscans indicate terminated life signs on this trooper and the presence of an unknown biomass. Girlfriend trooper. Suck the power-ups in. For anyone who's newer or new-ish to the stream, I would consider Metroid to be my favorite game series of all time. So, there's some more context for you. Unable to bypass security codes, seek an alternate exit. Not the Chrono series? Well, Chrono series... There's 2 games, one barely related to the other, and one of them is an amazing masterpiece, and the other one is good. Is really good, but not, you know... Security panel online. It's not, I wouldn't even really consider it a series, because there's not a whole lot of connection. Like, you could say the same for Final Fantasy. But even Final Fantasy has, like, Moogles and, you know, things, commonalities. But Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross don't have a lot in common, mechanically or otherwise. The DNA is there, the soul is there, the music is there. It's in the same, you know, world, but I often consider them to be very separate games, so I wouldn't consider the Chrono series to be a series the same way Metroid is. That's not to say I'm dismissing Cross, because as much of a shit show as that game is, I kind of love it still. I mean, sure, it's considered a direct sequel because it takes place a certain amount of years after Chrono Trigger, but it's a very, very different game. Almost no characters in common, aside from some cameos. But here you have Dark Samus, who was basically the Marvel Stinger of Metroid Prime 1. 0 life signs, cause of death, cardiac arrest due to electrocution. Subject was ensnared in a network of live wires leading to an active power core.
It's sick because she's extra dark!
Anomaly seems to be a dimensional rift. Target destination unknown. Well, I'm always game for unknown destination. Speaking of Chrono Cross... Okay, I think, Nary may have a solution for the stutters. So, between this stream and next stream, I'm gonna try something and try to optimize the experience a little bit further. Samus got fucking mugged. Robbed. Gear stolen by unknown creatures. Space jump thrusters offline. Grapple beam launcher offline. Morph ball boost unit offline. Power bomb generator offline. Missile launcher offline. Bomb module offline. Tunnel cap is made of telluric alloy. Combat damage has destabilized the cap considerably. Yeah, I can't get that just yet. this is not going to be a 100% run of this game. Like, I plan on doing most of the stuff, but I'm just here for the main story. So what was I saying? What was I saying? Alright, yeah, my stuff was stolen. So, it's either the stuff gets stolen, or there's a crash, and Samus loses her shit, or you're not authorized by superiors, and you can't use your shit because you don't have the proper authorization. You don't lose anything in Prime 3? What do you start with in Prime 3? I don't remember. Like, 3 things? Just the basics. I mean, in this game, you still start with more than you do with Prime 1. So yeah, those stutters are pretty, apparently this is Nvidia's fault. Which is a shame, but that's okay. You know what, since I just hit a save point, let me try something. I'm gonna try to optimize this now. Oh, what's that? Oh. Wah, wah. Looking for the setting. Here we go. Asynchronous. There we go. Pre-compile. It's gonna stutter for like 60 seconds. Okay. God damn it. Yeah, let me just clean the disc. That's all I had to do. The disc was a little dirty in my GameCube game console entertainment system, but now it's good. I'll take pictures of my game case and the disc and my GameCube, and I'll hold them up while I wear a Nintendo hat and a Super Mario t-shirt. And I'll hold them up and I'll just smile, I'll be like, some of the lock-on stuff is a little wacky. Okay, we're good. We're good. Still getting some micro stutter, but maybe that'll be fixed. Someone said, I pray to God you don't make that sound every time you smile. Yeah, I do, for the big ones. I go, ah! The stutter is the stuff loading, but it'll go away. Okay. Well, we'll see. I mean, honestly, the game looks awesome. It still holds up. If they told me that there was a Metroid Prime, like, Switch collection, upscaled, I'd want it to look this good. Who said it best, chat? Captain Kirk or Reggie? Captain Kirk said, "It was fun." But Reggie says, "The game is fun." It's a little bug fella. It's crawling on the wall. It's like centipedes in my house. So... I'm thinking about Metroid Prime on the Switch with gyro controls, like gyro-assisted aiming, dual analog, and some other minor, like, changes. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about those primes. Green Crawley? Crawley? I'm gonna call it a Crawley. Omnivorous hunter-gatherer. Simple-minded creature patrols turf in search of nourishment. Low threat index. Avoid physical contact. I'm thinking even with physical contact, how could metal suit be affected by this? Oh, it's got bad smell. That does 10 HP damage. Splinter, predatory insectoid hunter. Splinters are aggressive and dangerous in numbers. Their light armor is no match for your weapons, however. I don't remember the context of me buying Metroid Prime 2, but I was so fucking excited for Metroid Prime 1. I remember calling the store, KB Toys, over and over and over again, just to see if they had it early. And you know what? I think I got it a little early. But yeah, if you want to watch a good series on the Metroid Prime series, a good series of videos, King K, I talked about him the other night, and he was in chat, and I apparently made him, like, shit himself. So, if you're watching again, King K, you gotta start wearing diapers before you come to the stream. Not King K rule, this guy is King K suck. No, he's good. I really, really like his videos. And if you want to watch something about all the Zelda games in 3D, 3D Zeldas, Primes, Mario Sunshine, very informative, interesting videos. That is chat requirement? That's true. Everyone's got to wear diapers when they come over here. Galactic Federation Marine Corps. This is Veroni, which rhymes with jabroni. I think Haley's losing it. He talks to himself all the time and he won't sleep. He almost shot me on watch the other night. I think he thought I was one of those things. I talked to the doc about taking him off the line. How he told me we'd need all the help we could get. That's true, but if he goes berserk, kills a bunch of us, that won't be very helpful.
Ah!
I think Ball had to load. Yeah, Ball is loaded in. Or it could be new area. Thick nutrient. that stuff again. It's nice to know that in future space music, the simple shaker is still viable for percussion, for rhythm. So that I think I need missiles for. I love that. I still love that. It was cool then, it's cool now. I also like the way the shots look. Like they have a very cool effect. I like the way they sound too. For a gun that you use a lot, or a gun, arm cannon, it looks and sounds very nice. I can't wait to see what they do for the Switch version. Like, are they gonna get it right? The basic beam? I mean, there's rumors that it's Bandai Namco, or maybe they're, like, semi-confirmed rumors, I'm not sure, but I don't care who it is, as long as they take their time with it and reference some of the previous games and create an interesting and compelling adventure that feels and looks good. Someone else said that there's, again, there's just rumor at the moment, but someone else was like, it's made up of a team of former Prime developers. Because a lot of the people that made Prime originally left Retro, from what I understand. Sakamoto hates the Prime devs. Interesting. Block contains densium. The local creatures have weakened it along with time and erosion. I wonder if it's like a competition of... If that's true, I wonder if it's like... My games are better than theirs. And it's like, well, not really. There's legacy here in these Prime games that people remember and love. A bunch of the most important Prime devs are still at Retro. Maybe they'll be consulted, at the very least. Sometimes, you know, sometimes they cross the streams a bit. Some gates will remain locked down, incursions by hostile forces. Someone said, Other M isn't bad, just not what a lot of Americans expected. I disagree. I don't think it's about expectation. I think it's a game that... Yeah, it wasn't what we expected because it was bad. It had some... I mean, try controlling something in a 3D space with a D-pad. A tiny-ass D-pad. And then the switching between... This is just the gameplay. I'm not even going to go into the story, because the story of Other M is atrocious and ruins... To me, it ruins Samus as a character. Or at least it does a damn good job trying to do that. But it had some cool ideas. I mean, it had some good moments. I liked some of it, and I didn't hate the game. But it's not a great Metroid game. It just doesn't... It doesn't feel right. And it's got the weird first-person missile thing. It's, Bruta. But I mean, you know, personal preference and all that. That's just my preference. We'll be making our stand here. The engineer tells me there's no way we'll get the ship's engines online and the atmospheric interference is scrambling our distress beacon. If anyone reads this, know that we did our duty and fought well. Nimmy in chat says, I feel like the first-person missile thing was a throwaway thing added to appeal to Prime fans. I feel like a lot of Other M was trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Between the Wii, you gotta have motion controls because it's Wii. Which happened with Prime 3, by the way. With a lot of, like, really menial, pointless things. Which is another reason why people don't often think of Prime 3 as the best in the series. You know, so you had that, and then sure, maybe the missile thing was an afterthought, but yeah, it just wasn't that fun to play. The thing that was most fun about it for me was the dodging. I really liked the dodging, and like the wall jumping was cool. Like there's a couple mechanical things that were interesting in Other M. It's not all bad. Couple cool boss fights. There we go. This is ridiculous. I can outshoot half of the men here and I'm stuck on monitor duty. I didn't join up to stare at a hollow screen. This wouldn't happen to Samus Aran. She'd be out there taking care of business, not pushing buttons and sending reports. Depends on which game in the series you're talking about, buddy. Metroid Prime 4. Samus files paperwork. At least Samus does her taxes, unlike Yoshi. I think the reason why I like this game visually still is the 60 frames a second. Like, the visuals now aren't as impressive, but there's like kind of a good art style, more or less. More or less, I say. While I'm controlling the dash system, we engage in unknown something or other. The enemy frigate was crippled and crashed onto the planet of Aether. We followed the pirates, and our ship was damaged by a storm as we entered Aether's atmosphere. Heavy magnetic activity during the storm disabled our something. Upon landing, we split into two units, one to set up a 0 PS base. Okay, well, each unit was doing fine, no problems. Until they appeared. Keep in mind, cutscenes didn't exactly happen a lot in Metroid up until this point. Some limited ones in Prime 1, but this was the most story-focused Metroid game since Fusion. And in some ways, it was a bit of a competition with Halo 2. Which Halo 2 easily won, because these are not two similar games, aside from the fact that they're both first-person. I bet Mr. Chief proficient inspector would have had a much easier time taking care of business here. Rip John Marine. No, I mean this game was like pretty highly reviewed, but it had its critics. And another thing was Halo 2 was such a huge release that, I mean, even if it didn't age as well as some people are saying it didn't, at the time, the year this came out, the year that came out, same year, it was fucking monstrous. Everyone was playing Halo 2, except me. Well, I was playing it at friends' houses. I didn't have an Xbox. I had a PS2 and GameCube. Doors to open position, access to map station granted. Yeah, I'm not scanning all those people. Sorry. Alright. One of the things raised in the, that video I was telling you about by King K about Metroid Prime 1, that when I stream the game I noticed this as well. It's heavily based on Metroid, Super Metroid. Like, many of the same areas, many of the same themes. This game attempts to do something new, and when I say new, I mean basically taking the light world, dark world mechanic from Link to the Past. So new, you know. Used to transport Galactic Federation Marines, vessel has sustained heavy combat damage. I want you to say the word vessel out loud a couple times. Captain. It begins to not sound like word. Nuclear vessel! Vessel! I'm beginning to think it was a real bad idea going down there. Reeves is right. That hive is just one of many. It's stupid to stir a hornet's nest, especially if you plan on sleeping under it. This is Triplet. Sarge says those splinters remind him of some killer bug he saw on another planet once. Starship Troopers, maybe? All I know is that the things are fast and take a lot to drop. Pretty soon we'll have to go to bayonets. Everyone's low on ammo, even Brode, and he's the stingiest grunt I know. Broda lost a bet, so he switched watch duty with me. I figure this section is nice and safe and boring, which suits me just fine. Let those other pugs guard the hot zone. I hear them everywhere. They're coming. I can't sleep ever. They'll eat me. Eat. Galactic Federation Ordnance Crate. Tactical data suggests the presence of personal weapon system within this crate. Use of heavy force required to eliminate the crate. You just have to pay $4.99 and you can unlock some Federation credits, which you can then use to unlock the crate to get some skins for your blaster. Man, I hope that this is the only breeding ground for these things. If there's more, we're in big trouble. I had a hard enough time taking that one out of commission. I almost ran out of ammo. I never run out of ammo. It's Brode. He's stingy. Galactic Federation data terminal is inactive. Memory core damaged. Unable to restore access. Seek individual log entries and trooper armor suit systems. Stingy.
Recording to logbook.
Last night at Chow, Angseth starts talking about some bounty hunter and how she blew up a planet full of space pirates. I told her I didn't believe in fairy tales like that, and she took it personal. I just find it hard to believe that one person took out an entire space pirate base, that's all. But if she wants to believe this Samus or Bigfoot or Santa Claus, she can. I like reading about Samus from a perspective like that. Samus Claus. Damaged were a piece of powered art. Holo projectors are offline. Combat damage appears final. Repairs are unlikely. Kinetic orb cannon. Oh, right. Why do we need kinetic orb cannons? Don't question it. Don't question it. That was dicks. Oh wait, no, this is where I had to go anyway. It's for fun. The inhabitants of this planet could all turn themselves into ball at will. And so they just have fun with it, really. Blast shield, power bomb may damage it, so it's the Super Metroid system. Considering I remember so little of this game, aside from like the general vibe, I'm really excited to be revisiting it. Watch, 10 hours from now, I'm gonna be like, fuck this game! Missile. Hear that noise? Yeah, that noise means there's a secret nearby, meaning there's a secret in here. So... yeah. So I can't go there. I need to figure out how to get through that. Oh, I thought I needed... dumbass. You know what I thought I needed for that? I thought I was gonna have to go back to that later, so that I could use a fucking power bomb because it was yellow. Dark Splinter. Darkling possessed insectoid predator. The alien symbiote within the splinter augments its strength and durability, threat level raised. The atmosphere of these games is very good. Very, very similar to Prime, excuse me, to Super Metroid in terms of atmosphere. That was kind of ruined a little bit with Prime 3, because there wasn't the sense of kind of desolation. But Prime 1 and 2 definitely capture a mood of Samus being this, like, hopeless... I wouldn't say hopeless, but this bounty hunter in a hopeless situation on a shitty old planet. And we'll get that even more. Right now, we're still seeing, like, dead, you know, Federation soldiers, but as you continue playing the game, it's especially desolate. Denny's? This game brought to you by Denny's. I'm the only one left. Managed to get out of the hive, but when I got to the ship, everyone was gone. Dead. I'm heading for that alien building we saw earlier. Maybe someone can help me there. Wait, something's moving down there. Hello? Good. Good. You know, I apologize for the infrequent stutters. It's extremely annoying, I know. Well, maybe it's annoying me more than anyone else, but... Kinetic orb cannon fires small spherical objects at high speeds. Unit locked in current firing position, auto-fire feature is enabled. Wasps. War wasp. Cunning aerial hunter. Airborne insect equipped with a venomous stinger capable of shearing steel. Target can fire blasts of energy at foes. War wasps weren't in Prime 1, were they? Or was it like a different thing? It was a similar thing, but a different name? They were. Okay, so this species then travels throughout the galaxy. Structural analysis. Complete wall section is structurally unsound. Explosive damage may cause it to weaken. Well, it's weakened. I think I now need to ball into it. Heavy impact, yep. Time to take... What the fuck kind of lock-on was that? The fuck are you? Target has been dead for 8 cycles. Trace amounts of unknown chemical present in target. Has an effect similar to mummification on dead biomatter. Further analysis required to determine chemical effect on living biomatter. That's a crusty Luminoth. How does Samus go through the entire game without peeing? I bet her suit is really smelly. Haha, kind of hot, lol. You know, I was actually going to answer your question. I didn't see the second part of that before I started reading it. But I was going to propose a theory about, like, a unit that recycles urine into, like, drinkable water with the help of, like, you know, like moisture gatherers from the atmosphere. It's got, like pores that gather moisture. And then, like, there's a straw that goes directly into Samus's mouth. Target size and muscle mass suggest heavy combat training. It's likely that it was a warrior of some kind. What? I mean, like, it's recycled. So, yeah, I mean, how does Samus drink while going on these adventures? Likely he was a warrior of some kind. The lack of gear, armor, or weapons is curious. Perhaps they were taken by others of its kind. Target has been dead for 8.1 cycles, despite the presence of local animals. Target corpse has not been disturbed. Scans suggest the presence of a toxic biochemical within the target. This may explain the lack of carry-on feeding. Time to drink a piss! Majestic. And kind of unscannable. Device is part of a compromised security system. Only basic door systems remain online. This game had multiplayer. It was the most tacked on, bare bones, pointless multiplayer. And it was good. that's the crazy thing. Somehow, it actually, like, I played some of it. I didn't get a chance to really get into it because my friends wanted to play Halo or other things instead. No one wanted to get together and hang out to play Metroid Prime 2 multiplayer. But it was pretty enjoyable. For what it was, tacked on as it may have seemed. Alright, well, moisture is being produced currently for drinkable water. I love the arcadey feel of being able to blast the power beam at rapid speeds. New creature. Alpha Splinter, alpha male of a war pack. Gigantic predator, very swift and strong, uses ramming attacks to defeat its foes. Tech Jar, if you have a fix for this, let me know. Dark Alpha Splinter. I can never, like, I have good intentions. I want my streams to look good, I want the games to look good, but this always fucking happens. Alpha male of a Darkling Warpack. Gigantic predator with symbiote, enhanced strength, speed, and armor. So basically, you're getting a preview of the Venom movie starring Thomas Hardy. I don't know what I just did. It's all the shaders. Yeah, I'm seeing a number of different things related to the shaders in particular. There might not be a solution. Unknown item acquired. Alien technology is bonded to armor systems. Alright, definitely gonna do research between this and the next stream. Again, it is bothering me more than anyone else, but threat scan complete, no negative impact on suit performance. Yeah, the performance hit is definitely annoying me more than anyone else, but I'm still gonna try to figure something out with the help of my top generals. Units identified as hibernetic stasis chambers. Life signs of hibernating bioforms within the chambers are steady. Chambers are made of a number of exotic metals. It would be quite difficult to breach them with conventional weapons. Erotic metals. Which is just that one saxophone song covered by a heavy metal guitarist, which probably exists. Vinny, are you planning to go to Nintendo World to play the Smash 5 demo? It's probably gonna be packed. It's probably gonna be fucking clustered, discunted. Cool link, thanks bro. I was hoping you get me some Rick. It had been far too long. I might try to go to Nintendo New York and play Smash. But, yeah, it's gonna be suck. Do not be afraid! Sorry. I am Umos, Sentinel of the Luminoth. Please listen and hear our world's peril. Are they gonna send up a probe so that a starship captain has to experience the end of their world against his will? Long ago, a cosmic object fell to our planet Aether, exploding with great force. A rift was torn in time and space, and a strange power flowed over the world. Good. Where once there was one Aether, there were now two, one of light, one of shadow, each existing in its own dimension. It was the end of peace on Aether. For a new race was born that day on the Dark World, one filled with hate and terrible power. They are the Ing. The Ing are creatures of shadow and darkness, knowing nothing of peace or mercy. For decades we stood against them, yet we now lie on the verge of defeat. When Dark Aether was born, our planetary energy was divided, half for our world, half for theirs. Should one world gain control of this energy, the other will perish. Samus being a little paranoid with that gun. Okay, there you go. Before you arrived, the Ing had stolen a device from us, one that collects planetary energy. With it, they have weakened our planet to the verge of collapse. But fortune smiled upon us this day, for your energy, the energy transfer module is now bonded to you. With it, you can help us restore our world. You're our only hope, Obi-Wan Samus Kenobi. Should we fall, the Ing who look to the stars for new planets to ravage and conquer. Your species could be the next victims. The Ing have taken our energy to 3 temples on Dark Aether. Find these temples and transfer the energy from them to our own. I've updated your map and privacy settings with an updated policy. Map system with the location of another temple. There is knowledge there that can help you on your way. I have also updated your translator module. You can now access devices and doors coded with violet holograms. Many lands are now open to you. Prepare well for your journey. The Ing now know that you possess the energy transfer module. They will try to recover it at all costs. Return to me once you have restored the energy to a temple. I will aid you as I can. That was my alien voice. May the light of Aether shine upon you. Vinny, if you are having problems stuttering at times, you can fix it following this guide. Let's see. You ready, chat? Is it gonna be Rick?
Time to take a piss.
Oh no! No, it's not gonna be. Nope. Quality links. The temple in Aegon's dark shadow holds what you seek. Return the missing energy before Aegon is lost forever to the Ing. Samus just goes into the ship and leaves. It's like, oh, I don't give a fuck! It is told that the Luminoth were not born of Aether, but of the stars. In the early days, we roamed the greatness of the void, bathing in the glorious light of 1,000 stars. We met a vast number of enlightened minds, the Kren, the Yilla, the Chozo among them. Each of them, we found, had claimed a homeworld and formed a deep bond with it. In time, we decided to do the same. Very similar to the Chozo in both appearance and their, I guess, thing. It's good. It's a good thing you got that shield. I wonder if they taste as good as chorizo. Vinny, I found the real link. Nah, you don't want to link me to something with 88 views. It's not going to be good. What's this one? This will get content claimed. This is called Never Gonna Give You Bup. Okay. Okay. Never gonna mute that bot! I've made some fucking stupid shit in my lifetime. So I understand the desire that one might have to make such a thing as never gonna give you bup. But the older I get, the more I find myself distanced from the never gonna give you bups of the world. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Time to take a piss! Target mechanoid is quite durable. It can fire bursts of energy in combat. Entire chat is just japery at the moment. Every YouTube link is some kind of like YouTube poop or meme or Rick Astley. I see, you know, I read Matrix now. Like, I'm memorizing these links and I'm like, you know, I'm in the Matrix and I'm Joe Pantaleone Pant. What's this? Robokun has a good link. Alright, we try one more link then. I don't see a Robokun in chat. So I'll just click this one. This dude's not even trying to hide it, he's just saying classic meme.
Why, thank you.
Oh my god!
I wish I were a bird.
At least you were honest. Alright. Well. No more YouTube. I mean, like, forever. Deleting all of my accounts. Some pretty fucking hefty bullet sponging happening here. There's a reason why it's hefty bullet sponging. People keep trying to, like, link me to things that can, reveal what the links are, like where they go to, before I click on them. But I'm using Chatty. So, you know, that's not an option. Also, it's getting a little bit even more stuttery. Let's see, where am I going to? I think I need to maybe go that way. I'm not sure. Alright, chat. It's okay. Really, you can stop now. I'm not clicking on any more links. We had our fun. We had our memes. Maybe next time. Someone asked why do I put the chat in emote only mode when I'm not streaming, and there are several reasons, but I'm gonna give you the best reason. Many people stay behind, they chat, soon it turns into drama, and then guess who gets contacted? Vinny, please fix. There's too many people here for that. I'm sorry to say. It's just too many people. And you know, I'm here to stream video games. I'm not here to run a community anymore. Sorry. I'm happy to be part of it. I love it. It's wonderful. But I'm not here to, like, be a principal in a school, you know? It's, excessive waste of life force, which is so brief. Final entry. Warrior JFME. Their army swells. Beasts and rogue machines join the ranks of the Horde, all eager to bring death to the Luminoth. The Ing sent these new additions to the industrial site to do battle with me, while they watched from safety. Cowardly mongrels. My only regret in death is that I did not live to see the day of their defeat. May it come soon! Game is taking a shit. Or maybe a piss. Lore node. Our search for a home took us through the cosmos. For many a great cycle we roamed, yet a place to call our own eluded us. In time we began to despair. Feeling the search was in vain, we considered remaining among the stars until a scout returned, with news of a world unlike any other. When we beheld Aether for the first time, so great was her beauty that we forsook the stars forever, to live upon her surface. From that day forward, the Luminoth were part of Aether, our blessed paradise. There's another item here somewhere. I hear it like... maybe. No, maybe not. Bulb. Aegon Bearer Pod, living storage units of the Luminoth. Hardy desert plant forms used to store useful items. Tough epidermis can be destroyed with weapons. I think a powerful enough weapon can destroy just about anything. Creature. Lumite. Photosynthetic. Excuse me. Flying insectoid. Let me read the word. Relatively harmless in shadows, powerful and invisible in the light. I don't know, this planet seems kind of crusty. Like, the surface is cool. Some of the stuff that we just saw looked pretty decent. But then you have, like, swamp and, like, wastes. I don't know if this is, like, a crown jewel of a planet. Maybe most of the planet is nice, but there's just a couple crusty spots. Maybe they like it here. Body's been badly damaged by sandstorms and heat exposure. Nope, they don't. Judging by the number of blast wounds, the target was dead long before the desert got to it. Suck grass. Sandgrass. Indigenous strain of grass adapted to desert climate. Plant requires no moisture to survive, relying exclusively on solar energy for sustenance. Some say if you ground that up into an essential oil and you rub it on yourself, you know, and don't seek traditional medical treatment, you can live. This guy tried it. Oh, wait a minute. I read that as the Rogan Wastes. And in my mind I thought to myself, Seth and Joe Rogan getting together, getting wasted. Doing fucking ripping like bong hits. Talking about like stoned monkeys for 4 hours. You're now witnessing the battle every summer between me and my greatest foe, the house centipede. Sand digger. Desert-based tunneling bioform. Extremely well armored. Target exposed eyes to damage this creature. Yep. Shocking. So chat, if you could choose between a spider or a centipede, or should I say, an entire colony of such in your house, what would you choose? Because I've pondered this question. Death? Oh, that's a good option. I've pondered this question because they fight. There's a war between them. The centipedes fight the spiders, spiders fight the centipedes. But I think I'd be more okay with spiders. The only thing is, okay, alright, spiders don't bother me as much as the centipedes. I think it's just amount of leg equals discomfort, proportionally. But I do think that the most annoying part of the spider, obviously, is the web. Centipedes ain't lay no egg, web. Jesus Christ, I can't speak. Sandbats. Small airborne predator pack. Contact with targets can cause minor damage. Targets travel in flying swarms. I love the little life forms. Life forms. There's so many little life forms. It really makes the planets feel alive. And this game, like I said, it still looks pretty good. It still holds up fairly well. The limitations and the textures are very apparently a couple generations ago. But this has got me so excited to see what the possibilities are for Prime 4. I mean, the Switch isn't the most powerful of all consoles. But there's a little bit beneath the hood. I think it could really make a nice looking game. Yeah, Breath of the Wild is proof of that, but that's more art direction, and I mean, that's a Wii U game. I'm interested I'm interested to see what the next Zelda game using the Breath of the Wild format is going to look like, just from a visual standpoint. Like, what kind of graphical improvements can they do if they're developing for the Switch from the ground up, as opposed to... It's for the Wii U, but it's also for the Switch. So I think, you know, there's room for improvement. What are the chances that the next Switch Zelda game has a Dark World? 100%. It's gonna be called Thor: The Dark World. Did it need to explode? Like, what part of that thing's evolution brought it to explode algorithm, for lack of a better word? I'm looking for the Zelda Metroid crossover. That's what I'm waiting for. Zeldroid Prime. Sonic security system. Okay, that's probably way later. Definitely into the game again. Like, it's definitely brought me into its world. I hear some secrets. They're up there. Right, so we won't get those for a while, probably. Good. Yes. Explosionary chunkstone. No, that's not what it's called, but that's my name for it. Lore projector. They're called lore projectors. The word lore was never a meme. You know, for many years, you could say lore, you could say something was epic. And now we need replacement words. That's what happens. That's why the language changes so much. And then the replacement word's okay for a little bit, and then that gets ruined, and then you have to say something different. So who wants to make a game called Epic Lore? You know, you could name your first daughter Laurel. Laurel. Say it again. Statue composed of ordinary alloys and stone, purpose unknown, possibly placed as a warning to travelers. Didn't Kirby have a game called Kirby's Epic Yanni? Don't worry, I'll hate myself enough for all of you. It's fine. Alright, chat, what would you rather have? Tentacle fingers or volcano nipples? Pirate Trooper. Starfaring Brigade. Aggressive, well-armed bioform. Trained for combat and conquest. Sworn enemy of Samus. But... Space Pirates again? I have no recollection of Space Pirates being in this game. No, you have to choose that, or you have to pay a fine of $12,000. You gotta choose volcano nipples or tentacle fingers. Otherwise, you have to pay the fine. Brizgy. Venomous insectoid. Poison stinger concealed in back-mounted shell. Finish it off quickly once the stinger is exposed. Good. Missed the item. Didn't Paul Simon have an album called Here Comes Ryman Simon? Someone said, God, I hope not. I think he did. Kodachrome is on that one? Okay. I wasn't about to make a mention of something called Ryman Hyman, but Luminoth subject terminated 1.9 decacycles ago. Target has a number of wounds caused by small It doesn't even make any sense. Small explosions, most likely delivered by a portable rocket or grenade system. Alright, well, can you move so I can get the things? I need the things, don't... Go nice and slow. It's a cool looking room. Okay, do you think Samus's arm gets tired from holding out the blaster straight ahead for so long? Or is there an advanced series of servo technology? I'm using that word like I know what it means properly, but I don't. To help hold it up and prevent tired. Prevent tired? Okay, well then, where's the energy coming from to power the suit and the servos? And I think I know. Piss. Structural analysis complete. Industrial solar lens, or just solar energy, actually, now that I think about it. Part of a system used to open a portal to dark aether. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Talaric. Well, I mean, here we are talking about our differences all the time. Every day, all the time, forever. Especially lately, everyone's all divided and stuff. But there is a great equalizer, and it's not just death. It's piss. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to bring us all together. I'm trying to bring everybody together. Dimensional flux, unable to completely scan bomb slot target. 50% of its component atoms are in another dimension or on the surface of dark aether. Some people don't piss. I mean, what, like 0.0000001% of the population? But they just like bleed it through their pores? Or like it comes out with their poop as well, like some animals? Alright. Time to watch the viewer numbers go down. Guess I'm just not... Oh wait. I don't have bomb power yet. With the numbers going up? Okay, it went down? Okay. Just want what's fair. Talk about piss, lose viewer numbers. That's what's fair. Fuck is this? This is a statue of the child hero of Aegon. Once a lowly acolyte squire, he became a warrior when the temple was attacked. All warriors were slain, leaving the boy as sole defender of the temple. He served Aegon for nearly a centicycle before being lost in battle on Dark Aether. It's like shriek bats, but like not that. Who would have thought that here in this arena there would become a boss? Ah, I missed the scan. It's gone forever. Time to reset. Bomb Guardian, bomb dropping Darkling. Enemy is utilizing your Morph Ball bomb unit. Although its armor is strong, its tail is exposed when moving. Its mouth can be hit when glowing. That is awful. It was in this game that Samus had to defeat her own bombs. Desert. See, I'm gonna do this for the Full Sauce channel. I'm gonna read Desert's comment out loud because you, the Full Sauce viewer, does not have the benefit of this. So this is Vinny from the past speaking directly to you through Desert. Desert says, "Wait a minute. I think I just figured out why Samus's beam is yellow." And I said this was a benefit to the Full Sauce viewer. What's that? Sad Vega's been saying that for 2 hours. Desert, what are you doing? Are you stealing? Yo, can we copy strike people? Give it a few years. A little musical throwback. By me saying that, I stole a meme. This is like very many layers deep. I can't believe chat was ruined by Mario piss. Myself included, mind you. Sci-fi devices. This is a regional energy controller. Unit regulates planetary energy in this sector and is linked to a global energy network. Access point. It's been designed to interface with it. Once it has, all of the energy within the module will be channeled into the local system. Damage from multiple weapon systems detected. Subject definitely went out fighting. I wonder what Samus's suit sounds like. Oh wait, we know that. We hear it a little bit. It's like a fucking nerd. Luminoth holoprojector online. Automated message initiated.
You welcome. I, Misa M. Aisha, Sentinel of the Aegon Temple. This message survives my death as guidance to one who would fight the Ingsa. A portal to the Dark Aether lies nearby.
With it, you can travel to this land's shadow. You must locate a dark temple, a twisted mockery of the sacred place. Once inside, you will find the energy controller you seek. The temple door is held fast by 3 locks. 3 keys for the locks are hidden throughout that dark land. Your search will be difficult. Even the very air of dark aether is dangerous and can cripple the strongest of warriors. In our past struggles with the Ing, we placed a series of light crystals throughout their world. They remain today. These crystals create safe areas that will protect you from the harmful atmosphere of the dark world. I have updated your translator module. You can now access devices and doors coated with amber holograms. More lands are open to explore. That's such a fucking arbitrary lock. But that's fine. When you have taken the energy from the Dark Temple, return here at once. May the light of Aether serve you well. Praise the sun! Okay, so I know what I have to do. I have to get the Amber alert. But I would like to... what I would like to do is save. And like I said, I'm stopping a little early tonight. Because I wanted to fuck around with my music program. I have the newest Fruity Loops. I've been fucking around with it. I got an interface on the way. I got a Scarlet. So I can cut out the middleman and not have to use fucking ASIO for all. Which, again, maybe a couple of you know what I'm talking about. Those stutters that you see in this game right now are pretty much the type of stutters I get while trying to record lately. It's the 2i2, I believe, is the thing I ordered. I had a couple of good recommendations for that, but I did a little bit of research and it just seemed like it was good for my purposes. And there's also it's powerless, meaning it's powered through USB as opposed to having a separate power charge thing cable. Simple is good. I'm not looking to do anything overly complex. I just want to record some guitar and vocals and just fuck around with really good latency. Yeah, FL20's been pretty good. How much do I like FL Studio? I have my issues with it. One-click recording takes 3 clicks. And I've tried to make that not be like that, but I can't. So... Security clearance approved. Door systems online. Through vigilance and strength we create peace. Would you recommend Mixcraft for beginners? Yep, definitely. I used Mixcraft for years. Mixcraft was an extremely user-friendly starting program for music making. I hear some sounds. I hear the sounds of secrets. Vinny, how do you feel about butt plugins? Really good plugins for your DAW, yeah. if I have to do something with this. No, probably not yet. I don't know if the upgrade is accessible yet. I hear it. It's probably... I thought maybe it was above me, or... It's below. Some people are saying I can't get it now. Is there anyone in chat who actually just recently finished a playthrough of this game in the past, let's say, 6 months? Okay, I believe you. No, but I remember it clearly. That's impressive memory if you can remember this game clearly. This is a 2004 game, yeah? 14 years. Year ago, 2 years ago. Fair enough. It seems like there's a number of people here that can help, and I'm gonna definitely be asking for help from time to time. I know that can get a little annoying, but it is definitely more... I think it's preferable to me looking through a guide at times, getting lost looking for a specific area in a guide. Head to the big room with the solar panels. I don't remember where that was, but I should probably save it here anyway. Having bombs opens up a lot more of the world, though. Just check this area out real quick. It's amazing, I'm like 2 hours in, and I just now got bombs. This is definitely a longish game, though. It's not longer than Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Nope, nothing. No good, not yet. It is hard, yeah. This is considered one of the more difficult Metroid games, and it's one of the reasons I think for Prime 3 they scaled it back pretty heftily. Puzzle and combat-wise, they basically took the Metroid Prime 1 formula and then they upped everything. But they also fixed some of the problems with Prime 1. There's some backtracking issues that have been handled a little bit better. And, some other stuff. But I guess we'll find out during the playthrough. Like I said, I kind of still remember Prime 1. Because I've completed it a couple times. But this game... I guess we'll see if it's any good. So far, I'm liking it. I'm enjoying this almost as much as Prime 1. It's shame about the stutters, maybe I can fix that a bit. But regardless, the game still holds up. Except Samus's arm right now. Look, what the fuck? Weird. Okay, well, yeah, anyway, it's good. I'm enjoying it, and I look forward to uncovering more of the sea crests of this world. And I hope you enjoyed the stream, even though it was a bit on the shorter side. I'd like to let you know before I go that I will be streaming a little earlier tomorrow as well. So, we're gonna cover the E3 conference. that EA is doing. And then after that, I'll play some video games and then take the night off tomorrow. Are you going to do Devolver? It's on Sunday, right on time for your Sunday stream. I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, I'm not sure. If it's gonna overwrite my Sunday stream, then I have my doubts about it. Also, we're about to hit... Alright, think of a wish, quick! Make a wish, make a wish. Oh. Someone said, boob. That's your wish, boob? What's the emote with like the face where the dude's like elated in some kind of like sexual joy? Which one's that? Yeah, that's the one. That's Kriegasm. I was expecting a lot of those at 33333.
To take
Devolver is about an hour before I usually stream. I'm gonna still say maybe because I want to watch Westworld. And that's 2 hours before I usually stream. So if I can... And there's other conferences on Sunday, so if I can find a way to prepare... And if I can find a way to get all of my shit together... Then yeah, sure.